Hello and welcome to Vegas Aces. I'm your host, Heather Ferris, and today I am excited to say we are joined by a special guest, Bennie Mancino. Hi, how are you? Thank you for being on.
Thanks for having me on, Heather.
Very, very happy and very lucky to have you on. You are a major consultant in the industry. You really know your stuff, and I feel like we are very lucky to have you on today. And today we are talking about how to improve your dealing skills. So if you are a dealer out there, and you're wondering, like, how could I be a better dealer? Because of course, if you're a better dealer, you could get into those casinos like Bellagio, Cosmopolitan, make 100,000 a year. So it really is beneficial to improve your dealing skills and try to be the best that you can be. And Bennie and I are going to be talking about that today. And Bennie, you have been around so many dealers, like you have seen everything.
I have. Now, actually, I'm entering my fourth major jurisdiction, which will be Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. And I've kind of seen every flavor of dealer, let's put it that way.
And I can't wait to start talking with you about like what are some ways that dealers can improve themselves. But first, before we get into that, you actually do a YouTube channel and you talk about industry things all of the time. You want to tell the audience where they can find you? And by the way, remember, like, subscribe, check out his channel. Got to follow him.
Hit that bell for notifications. Yeah, my YouTube channel is called Be in the Know because I'm B, right? So, and I try to, hit all sorts of topics, not necessarily just, table games. And sometimes we talk about marketing. We talk about table games invention. And, it's all centered around the gaming. And we're just trying to pay it forward. That's my motto. I've been very fortunate in this industry, and that's what we try to do. We try to give you the information you need to be better on a daily basis.
I love that. That's a really, really great motto to have. And again, go check out his channel. Be in the know. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like it. Check out his videos. He has really, really good information on there. And thank you again for being on and sharing your information with us. So let's get this party started. What is the one way that dealers could become better dealers so that way they can work at casinos like, the big wigs, like Wynn, like Venetian, and make like 100,000 a year?
Well, the major problem I see with the dealers nowadays is, and it's not all dealers' fault. The industry has kind of turned the job into just a job instead of a profession. When I came up through the industry, it was a profession, and you really, really took it seriously because it was like you was painting a picture, doing heart surgery, whatever. You had a lot of pride in your work, and you know what? You had a lot of people around you to keep you to task because if you weren't good, they would tell you about it. One thing the dealers take for granted is that, tokes is tokes and tokes will be what tokes will be. And that's not always true. It's just like, back in the day where I started, the dealer beside you knew how fast you were dealing. And he would tell you, listen, man, we're all in this together and you're not getting the hands out. So I think it's a bit of complacency and skills and that stop people from advancing, right? They get in, they get the basics down, and they get that paycheck every week. And they start getting PTO, and they know they got 3 weeks. And maybe I really don't want to move up at this point in time. So why should I even get better? That's an attitude. Every day you walk in there should be a new adventure and the best day of your work life, because that will lead you to still having the interest, still having the desire to learn new games. And knowledge is king as far as table games is concerned. The more you practice, the more proficient you get at the game you deal, especially when you get into the key 3 majors like craps, roulette, baccarat. they're looking for that. And if you got them skills and them little bit, more difficult games, you're going to advance much quicker.
Yeah, I always try to tell my dealers, the more games you know, the more valuable you are to the casino. So you want to be that dealer that knows all of the games and that you can deal all of the games well, because then you pretty much pick what casino you want to work at. Everyone wants to have those type of those dealers. So, for example, if you could deal craps, if you could deal baccarat, if you could deal big baccarat, if you could deal all of the roulettes, the more you know, the better it is for you as the dealer. That's how we advance. If you want to stay as a dealer, then that's how you advance as a dealer.
Yeah, and it's easy to get taken out by, a bad day or a bad player harassing you or a bad boss or a bad work environment. And, I got some of the best advice ever, probably about 5 or 6 years into dealing. I was working at a place and it was kind of a toxic atmosphere. And I just felt like, I'm going to do the basic minimum and get by and every day and just get through this. Cause I was really stressed out about it. And one of the guys had been dealing since the 70s. He come in and he said, listen, kid, if you're a lump now, you're going to be a lump everywhere you deal. He says, you come in this place every day, no matter how bad it is, and you do this for yourself. You hone your skills, and you become the best you can be, because you know what? This is temporary. Everything's temporary, and you're going to move on to a better place. And if you take bad skills with there, you're not going to get the job.
And that's a really, really great point too. I don't think a lot of dealers realize how much muscle memory is involved in their dealing skills. If you do the same thing over and over every single day for a year or two, you're going to do that same thing for an audition when you try to get to a better casino. So if you constantly work at being better and you constantly every single day, try to be the best you can be, when you do go to that audition for a better casino, you've already put in all that muscle memory and you could do it now, without thought.
Listen, you may think, hey, this guy's been in the business, since, dirt was dust. And I don't do none of that no more. I just automatically know, that a $6 six pays, $8 or whatever, then all these payoffs. I don't know them. I have to practice. I actually got 3 or 4 flashcard programs in my phone that I use on a daily basis to make sure that I still remember all the skills. Because how can I ask somebody to do something that I don't know how to do? And so even the most mundane task that the dealer does, I try to have a pretty good idea. Now, there's so many games, and once you get to a director level, I'm going to forget the rules to a game or two. But the basics that I need to know to give you the information, and especially knowing where to get the answer. But if you're a dealer, get flashcards, put them on your phone. It's so easy to get flashcards and practice daily. And then, people will just be so impressed at how quickly you get payoffs and et cetera, on the game.
Yep, exactly. Well, is there any other tips that you want to give the dealers before we end this video?
I think we covered most of it, Heather. I would say, though, if you are planning, you're a dealer now and you say, well, I don't want to be a dealer forever and I'm going up through the floor ranks and this and that, learn as many games as you can, because that's going to be very important in you succeeding as a floor supervisor.
Yeah. And one other thing too, if you are learning games, you can learn games at your casino. It's just when you're going on your 20-minute break, instead of going to the break room, ask a floor supervisor, hey, can I go to this game and learn this game? And usually they'll say yes. So.
Absolutely.
Yep. Well, thank you so much for being on. Do you want to plug your YouTube channel one more time before we go?
Yeah. Go. And you know what? If you have any questions, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'll answer every question that comes to me. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can go to my YouTube channel, as Heather said, is Be in the Know. I also have a consulting company, which I will be temporarily pausing as I take another position on an East Coast property shortly. But that is tgops.com. You can email me there as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And we'll have all of that information in the description below, so you could just click on it. And thank you again, Benny. Really do appreciate it. And it looks like we are going to be going, because I think the Borg came and took you away. So thank you again, and we will talk to you everyone later. Bye.